Peak, a game about goofy climbing physics, is perfect to not take seriously with your friends.
Seriously, that. I didn't make it.
Oh my god. Despite the multiplayer nature of the game, it still has a good amount of achievements to complete, just ripe for the completionist showcase. This video is a rating on how hard the game is to 100%. And by 100%, I mean getting all the achievements. So, for Peak, even though you get sashes for each difficulty completed, they aren't needed for any achievements, so I'm not considering that for this video. By the way, if you want to keep the achievements a surprise, I would suggest either jump to the end or skip this video entirely. These badges are the most straightforward badges to get, and they will all come if you escape the island. The only minor note is that the Alpinist and Nomad badges are not both obtainable in the same run, just because they rotate daily. All of these badges come with time playing the game, and can be done by yourself or with friends. These badges also come with time, but they need other people to actually complete. This group of badges needs an item to be brought with you to complete. Bugle, Bing Bong, Scout Cannon, and Binoculars for the Animal Serenading, Bing Bong, Daredevil, and Astronomy badges, respectfully. Animal Serenading is the easiest one out of the bunch. The only problem is just finding the capybaras in the Mesa or the Alpine. You can find them in the beginning of the Mesa and anywhere once you start climbing in the Alpine. Daredevil and Astronomy both need the Mesa to complete, and the Scout Cannon just needs to be placed properly so you can actually get across the canyon. The Bing Bong one is the only one that needs you to escape, but you don't need to do anything else. I generally suggest completing these all together, mostly just because on a good solo run, you won't be taking fall damage or falling unconscious. But you could still do them separately and be fine. These badges need you to escape while completing some condition. Speed Climber is the most simple. I would say just do it on a day with Alpine since it's shorter than the Mesa. Naturalist just needs you to escape without eating or drinking anything you can get from the luggages. Leave No Trace is simple but difficult. Neither you or your friends can place anything on the mountain, like ropes or chains. The exception of this are magic beans and shelf fungus. Gorman needs you to cook and eat a coconut half, honeycomb, yellow winterberry, and an egg. Each one of these can be found in the first 4 levels: the Shore, Tropics, Mesa/Alpine depending on the day, and Caldera. The only semi-difficult ones are the honeycomb, which you can just throw an item at the beehives, and yellow winterberry, which can only be found with the capybaras. The mentorship badge just needs you to summon the Scoutmaster, either by running way ahead of your group or by using the Scoutmaster's bugle. These badges need you to get through the Mesa or Alpine with taking very minimal to no weather damage. For the Mesa, I would say go in when the sun is down, and for the Alpine, I would say just be aware of all the nearby crevices to take shelter in from the snow. This badge needs you to find the hidden tomb in the Mesa area. The entrance always spawns before the giant valley, and once you're inside and do some climbing, you'll find a golden Bing Bong. Then you just have to bring him to the kiln and throw him in the lava. Some things to note, Bing Bong is crazy heavy and can take up half your energy bar by itself, so make sure to have a lot of extra stamina. Also, the climbing you need to do can be extremely difficult if you don't have any items, so I would suggest at least bringing a rope cannon and an energy drink, but more is always safer. And lastly, the tomb can be blocked on some days, so if you're running around not finding it, that could be your problem. Just spam every rope spool you see till you get to 100 meters placed. You get this badge once you use 6 balloons, either with single balloons or bunches of 3. Just don't use them until you have all 6 ready. They pop after a couple minutes of use. Once you get to 70% hunger on your bar, your friends will start to appear as chickens when you look at them, so just hold E to eat them. This achievement needs you to get a bunch of cactus balls stuck to you, almost filling up your whole energy bar. Keep note, regular cacti and tumbleweeds don't count for this achievement, even though they give you the same thorns. For this one, you have to go into an antlion pit and survive. The antlion doesn't one-shot you, but it does do a lot of damage, so once it hits you into the air, climb on the walls and get out. Once you move about 15-ish meters away from the pit, you get the achievement. For this one, you just need the flying disc from the plane crash. The easiest way is to bring it to the first campfire and use the distance shown on the campfire to make sure the distance between you and your friends is enough. This last badge just needs you to be aware of what mushrooms are poisonous. These mushrooms are always going to be safe, and these ones are always poisonous. Also note, just because you find one mushroom that is poisonous or safe on a run, doesn't mean all of the mushrooms on that run will be like that. Except for chubby shrooms. Those ones are always safe. All in all, Peak ain't really that bad to complete. The biggest challenge is really just the long times, most runs being completed in 1 to 2 hours. Solid 3 out of 10 difficulty.